701. Johnny Daniel, you're Stampin' Up! Independent Demonstrator. It is Wednesday, right? Yes. How are you tonight? I'm just getting everything set up and done and ready and all that fun stuff. Okay. So, how's everybody tonight? Are you good? So, let's see here. Club is through next Wednesday. Sponge daubers are on the ticket. Let's see what else is going on. Hey, Pam. How are you, honey? Let's see. So, club is going on right now. I'm doing a new challenge. I have to get the stamp set. Hold on. So this challenge I'm doing is for my team, is for anybody that crafts that mails me a card. So here's the thing. I want to send a bunch of cards to Operation Gratitude by the end of the month. And here's the reason why. I'm raffling off adorable owls, and I want you to be able to still order it if you don't win it. So that's why by the 25th, you will get one entry per card with envelope that it fits. Every single card. So if you send me 21 cards, you're going to get 21 entries for adorable owls. So that's what I'm doing, but I have to receive them by noon on the 25th, which let's see, that's a Saturday. So I'll be doing that during open day. I'll have to set an alarm to be able to draw, right? So that's what I'm doing. Team, crafters, whatnot. I obviously prefer Stampin' Up! Cards, but if you want to do store-bought, if you want to do other than Stampin' Up!, you are more than welcome to. So here are the rules. And you could go on to operationgratitude.com. I believe it's .com. It might be .org. I don't remember right off the top of my head. Anyways, if you just search Operation Gratitude, it comes up. Anyways, there are some rules to their cards, though. Not religious, not sympathy, I believe it is. Anyways, go look at their donation tab on handmade cards, and they've got all kinds of stuff ready to go. If you prefer to do letters, so dear soldier, thank you for your service. Sincerely, Johnny. If you prefer to do those, you can do those. Those I'm going to count just the same. Okay? So either way, you're good. But I wanted to tell you that that's the challenge. That's the contest. So every single card or letter received in 29 palms at the studio by noon or whenever mail comes that day on the 25th, that is when we will conclude. And by that evening, I will have a winner. Okay, so that's what I have. And then the winner, I will mail the owls set to on that Monday. So just FYI for you, there's a new challenge. So get me cards. And if you need an address, message me. However you need to. Just no pigeons, please. So that's it. So for tonight, I've got 2 projects for you. Fast, quick, easy for Valentine's Day, because next week will be the 15th. So this is your last chance. So I know normally I do DIY kits. I mail them on Monday, but obviously you're not going to get it by Valentine's Day. So if you order this Friday by 10 a.m. online, now I've been having some trouble with my shop. So please let me know. I believe I have fixed everything, but please let me know if you have any trouble at all. But if you order by Friday, 10 a.m., I will be mailing by Friday afternoon. Close the business for post offices 5 o'clock. I will be mailing kits out. So that way, hopefully, you will have it for Valentine's Day beforehand to make it. So just this once, I will be doing a duplicate mailing. So if you order by Friday 10 a.m., it'll go out Friday afternoon, or before Friday is fine too. But you understand, by Friday 10 a.m. And then after that, it'll go out normally on Monday. So I'm going to flip you around and we're going to get to creating so you can see what I'm talking about. So hold on. And I have to hit it twice because it won't flip otherwise. I've learned that lesson finally, huh? It only took about 15 years. Just kidding. Kinda, sorta, huh? All right, so got it. I think we're all set. Let's adjust, shall we? Okay, we always have to adjust a little. Okay, so club order bonus is happening right now till the 15th, and that's for sponge daubers, and we're set. So, all right, so this one, okay, when you order this kit, you will get the die cut already done. You need a Valentine's Day, you need a tree. All the mats and everything will be pre-cut for you, okay? Then this cute little guy, you'll get all the punch outs, everything pre-scored, pre-done, ready to go. So all you gotta do is glue it together and tie the ribbon. Cute, right? I hope so. I hope. So, shall we get started? Okay, so this is what I have for the middle. These are Ghirardelli milk chocolate caramels. I'm really grateful I'm not mailing this today because it was a fluke and it was like 75 today. So the chocolates would have been a mess. It's supposed to drop in temperature, so I guess we'll be okay. But here we are with the roller coaster again, right? So, I don't know. So anyways, so I have Beauty of Friendship and Country Bouquet are my two stamp sets of choice tonight. Any kind of tree and some kind of Valentine sentiment is what you need. But if we're going by, you know, okay? So I'm going to get down to my card because we're going to start with that. Okay, so my card, I have my pre-cut base. They do not come pre-cut, by the way. Yes, I will do them for you. I charge minimum of $5 cutting fee. That's $5 for the first hour, any part of that hour. I get a lot done, by the way, in an hour. So, because I have a big cutter and a electric scorer. So, just FYI, but it's minimum charge of $5, and if I have to mail it, it's more, obviously. Anyways, so card base 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4 on the 8.5 inch side. That's how that's gonna work. And that looks crooked to me because it is. Let's just see if we can fix it a little. Sometimes, like, it's a guillotine cutter, so sometimes it pulls a tiny bit if I'm not careful. All fixed, no problem. So I've already taken the luxury of cutting a basic white piece of cardstock. This is normally 8.5 by 11. This is cut at 5 by 3 3/4, and then I've taken the framed florets dies, and I was really upset at first. I will be honest with you. I was very upset at first that this cut out the hearts and then didn't actually cut out the oval. But now that I've seen it accented, I'm like, it's so cute. And then, of course, you have all these teeny tiny little hearts if you wanted to do confetti or something like that. Perfect, right? At least in theory, right? So, all right, so we've got our card base already. Yay. So now what we got to do is I got to pull my trimmer. Okay. And let's see here. My petal pink is cut. Now, these are a little bit goofy of measurements because, well, just because. No, I'm just teasing. Because they have to go underneath and over and whatnot. So they're not typical mat size. So we got to pay attention. So we're going to go 5 3/8. So 5. And then if you can't figure out eighths, which I have a hard time, right? So 4/8 would be half, right? So 2 clicks under would be 3/8. Okay. I know, but It doesn't always work for me either, so you're okay. So, all right, so 5 3/8 by 2. If I can get my paper to behave. I got too much on my table. Gee, what a surprise, huh? Okay, so that is my, what I'm going to call my banner for back behind. Now notice here, all my hearts are covered in pink, but my banner is only this wide. So we do need an additional piece to go behind, okay? The banner is not for this background. So I just want to make that clear, okay? You do need 2 pieces, 2, okay? So there's the banner, what I'm calling the banner. That's going to be attached last, okay? So now we're going to do more cardstock. So we're going to do goofy. So we're going to do 5 1/8. So that's 2 clicks over, if you're wondering. Okay. 5 1/8 by 3 7/8. Why is this goofy like that? Because I wanted it to just fit barely perfectly. See how there's not hardly any room? I just didn't want that brown. I wanted it to be just a touch and not tons and tons. Okay. So that's my why. I'm sticking to it. So there's my crumb cake. Okay. And then my basic white. Where did I put my basic white? I had like 13 different things of it. Well, guess what? We're just going to pull one out of the drawer. It's just that simple. Okay. Maybe. Come on. All right. Nice fresh piece, which means I shouldn't have any fingerprints on it. We'll see how long that lasts. So this is going to be 5 by 3 3/4. Through a lot of paper. How about you? Okay, so 5 by 3 3/4. Ah, I know why. Because that's the oval piece that we already had done. Okay. I'm like, why am I cutting another one? Yes. Okay. So now we're going to cut more pink, and that's to go underneath that mat. We're going to go 5 3/8. Oh, look. There we go. So let's see. Ah, no. 4 7/8. Sorry. I read 3 5/8 and I put it in the other. Oh my gosh. 4 7/8 by 3 5/8. Am I doing this right? No, I did not do that right. Let's do this side for 3 5/8. I'm like, that did not look right at all. 3 5/8 by 4 7/8. There we go. Hey, cut it 3 times and it's still too short. Okay. All right, so now we're going to grab a scrap of white, which I have plenty of now, don't I? So I'm going to trim this here, and I'm going to go 1.25 inches. And that's too wide for me. I think I'm going to go more like inch. That went crooked on me. So we're going to go inch, and then we're going to go all the way across almost. So I'm going to go like 4 1/8. Don't want it to go 4 1/4 because I don't want it to stick out past where I need it to be. It's just that simple. So there's my scratch, and then we just got to do all the legwork now. No problem. Okay, so pieces and parts. This is the bottom. This is the next. This is the under. This is the over, which has to be stamped. This is the, okay. We're good now, right? Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my tree. Maybe. Okay. And on my tree, grab Grab my block. Could use a bigger one, but I'm not gonna. It's okay. Crumb cake is the color of choice. Okay. Make sure you're grabbing the correct side. There's a side where it looks more popped out, I guess you would say. So definitely there's a side to it. Clean this up. Gotta clean up after we're done, right? Hey, Pen, how are you? What was the name of the pink cardstock? This is Petal Pink. It's got just a touch of like an orange undertone. So it's not a true pink. It's more of a mild pink. We'll just say that. So, okay. So now I've got my bottom tree trunk thing. That's going to be stamped in crumb cake as well. Because we got to have, you know, we can't have the tree floating in thin air. So how are we doing tonight, Miss Pen? I hope you're doing well. So now we're going to grab both of our trees. If you want a different shaped tree, go for it. Now, the trees, one has more detail on it and one is flatter. So the side that is more flat, let me close this up for right now. The side that is more flat is the side we're going to start with. And that's going to give you your fullness. And then you're going to come in with your other one to bring in the details. Okay. This has some details, but I'm going to stamp off so it's lighter. And we're going to, I love, so I have a story to tell you. So this Beauty of Friendship set, I was like, meh, take it or leave it, right? Kind of set. And I had another team member that was like, I love this set. And I'm like, meh, right? So this is the other one that has more detail. This is going to go straight on here. So I was like, meh, take it or leave it. Well, I found out, isn't that gorgeous? I found out that I had a defective set. I had two of the more flat ones and none of the detail ones that they had included in the set, right? And I'm like, huh. Because I was like, I'm stamping it. And she's like, that's not how that's supposed to look. And I said, well, that's how mine looks. And she's like, yours is wrong. You have to tell them. So I did. And when I got the second one, I was like, oh my gosh, I love it. So I have to show you. It's funny. See, this one was wrong, right? So I kept the old set because all the other pieces are good, but that one doesn't stamp correctly, right? And that one doesn't stamp correctly. So gotta make it work. But yeah, I kept it, but I was like, oh, I gotta mark it somehow so that way I don't mess it up. And sometimes, depending on the time of day, that's easier said than done. But I think I managed with that big ol' Sharpie. What do you think? So, happy Valentine's Day. I don't know who needs to hear this, but hey, it's next week. So I was at the farmer's market this weekend, and I have to tell you, this was so funny. So this couple comes up to my booth, and they're like, so what are you selling? I'm like, handmade greeting cards, favors, all kinds of fun stuff. And they're like, oh, cool. And so I'm like, psst, hey, guy, have you bought your honey her Valentine stuff? Because I have handmade cards and favors and all kinds of stuff. And he's like, yeah, I already got it. And so she overheard, and she goes, no, he didn't. And he says, no, I did. No, he didn't. They go back and forth a couple times, right? And I'm going, so I look at him and I'm like, you better not buy anything. Here's my card if you need anything. So he ended up, instead of buying a Valentine's Day card, he bought, it was a card I had done the whole mat in duct tape, and it says, I heard duct tape fixes everything. And he says, since she doesn't believe me, I have the feeling I might need this in the future. So he bought my duct tape card instead of a Valentine's Day card. I thought that was so funny. Timing is everything, right? So anyway, so I put the card in the bag for him and everything else. And here's the funny part. She goes, what'd you need that for? And he goes, maybe later, huh? So needless to say, I'm not sure that I won influence, shall we say, but it was funny. So, okay. So we're going to glue here. We're going to make sure we catch these corners, but you're going to make sure to not glue where the hearts are because it'll get sticky. It's just that simple. Okay. So now I think this might be easier this way. This is like literally what, 1/8 of an inch, 1/16 of an inch difference. So I am just hoping and praying I hit it. I think I did it though. I think. Yeah. Okay. So now the easier part is lining this guy up. Now there's only 1/8 of an inch also, but at least it wasn't like that other one that if it stuck out, I was done for, right? So there's that. Then this banner is going to go on the back side of this. So we're just going to run 2 little stripes down the middle here. And then this, this is going to get hopefully put in the center. And hopefully, and if not, you know, it is handmade, right? So there you go. Okay. I'm putting my fingers across the back. So if I have ink, it goes there and not on my white. Okay. We got to think about that kind of stuff. Depending on how late it is, you really have to think about it, right? So there you go. Okay. So now I'm going to attempt, since this is like a 1/16 of an inch smaller, okay, and hope and pray. We do a lot of that in crafting, don't we? So, all right, so now I'm going to grab my dimensionals. I want them to go all the way across. I'm going to grab one more. So, peel them up. If you're having trouble, stick your thumb in the middle, make it bend, make it do what you want it to and not the other way around. Okay. So now we're going to grab here and I'm going to make sure that it's not sticking out past my base because I'm, I think, 1/4 inch or 1/8 of an inch different. And there's my card. So, okay. So far, so good. Yay. Okay. So now we're going to make this thing. Okay. So we don't need tree stamps anymore. Thank heavens. Oh no. Pen. Send me address and we'll send cards and stuff. But I'm sorry, honey. Send it on email or text or whatever. I'm so sorry, hun. I guess she got the house though, which is, I guess, good. Kind of, sort of. Huh. So, anyways. I know. Some days life just sucks. So, it's just that simple, huh? All right, so 2 1/4 by 7. So I'm going to do the 7-inch side first, mainly because I'm running out of room, which is always the case, by the way, if you don't know by now. It's almost always the case with me that I'm running out of room, even if I have planned. So 2 1/4 by 7, that's the measurements. This will all be on the tutorial tomorrow at 9:30. Did you guys notice that Tuesday's tutorial didn't go? Yeah, I hit PM instead of AM, and that's all I'm going to say. You know, some days it's just what it is, right? So anyways, on the 7-inch side, I'm scoring at 3 and at 4. Okay. So far, so good? Gosh, I hope so, huh? So, okay. So now we are going to punch these real quick. So I am sticking this in, hopefully towards the middle. Let's see. It's not going how I want. So here's a tip. Okay. If you want, let me just do it. If you want to be able to fold it in half, score it also at 3.5, and then you'll be able to punch it in one fell swoop. Otherwise, you got to pinch and hope and pray, and that's just not good, right? So we're gonna hope and pray we're centered, and then hit that through. Yay. Okay, so I just put one extra score in there. You won't even see it, I promise. So there you go. Okay, and then the other one, we're gonna do 2 of 1 1/4 by 3s. So 1 1/4, okay, by 3. Now I've got enough to do 2 of these, so awesome. So 1 1/4 by 3. You need 2 sides, so we need 2 pieces of this. So there's that. Okay, so on the 3-inch side, we're going to score. So the cutter's going up. We're going to score at 1 inch and at 2 inches. This is going to be our little pocket, little box for our chocolates. So 1 inch and 2 inch. Okay. And once I show you, you're going to be like, oh, I get it. I totally get it. So let me get there. All right. So we're going to fold these and fold these and fold these and fold these. And when we come and do this, are you ready? Okay. So this is going to go like this and get glued in here. And then this is going to go like this and go like this. And then, let's see, I should just glue it, huh? But anyways, that's the side, so that holds in your chocolate. Okay. And then because we're punching 5 bedrooms below. Oh, perfect. Uh-huh. And yeah, you got to visit, honey. Just not right now because it's cold. All right, so, oh my goodness. All right, so now we are going to grab our tear and tape, and I'm just going diagonally across. If you want to do 2 little ones, you can do that, but you know me with my measuring, right? Okay, so you don't want to put tear and tape in the middle. You want to put it on both sides because that's what's going to connect to the sides of the box. Okay. So all this will be pre-scored, pre-done for you, ready to go. If you order the kit is $7 this week and includes the chocolate. So there you go. No, I'm not sending extra. If you're on my team, it's $5 plus shipping, by the way. Because we can't get away from that darn shipping, right? Okay, I'm going to put one up there. And we're going to fold this up like this. And then how do we line this up, right? Okay. So I want the fold to be just inside so it's not sticking out. So I put it 1/16 of an inch in, and then I put it just on the inside of the score line. So my thing doesn't bunch up. That's a technical term. Okay, and then we're going to hold this to where it bends up, and we're going to stick. Okay, if you want to, you can if you don't want to have to like see in between and all that kind of stuff, you can do one side and then the other. That's another way to do it. Personally, it doesn't matter to me, but if you wanted to, you can do one side and then the other, so that way you're free to see both sides. Okay, so I'm just scrunching that in, and then in theory, these should fit perfectly. Yep, up and down in there. Okay, so there's that. Now we gotta cut some more ribbon. So I want to go a little bit longer than I did last time. Try balancing 2 spools at once. Not happening. I'll measure so I can tell you how long. Let's see. Last time I only did like 10 inches and I was barely able to get the bow in. So this time I'm doing like 16. I'll probably have extra, but I don't care because I wanted it to fit. Just that simple, right? All right, so I'm going to thread this through. Let's do this. Let's see if we could stack them. This is the burlap and real red combo. That's on back order, of course. We've got a couple more weeks to wait. If you want this ribbon, let me know. I'll gladly put you on a list and remind you when it comes in. But unfortunately, it's not available. Yes, I realize that, but it's pretty anyways, and you're going to get it with the kit. So that's my why. I'm sticking to it. Okay. So, okay. So glad I have extra to work with. Last time it was like crazy and me trying to, oh, it was awful. So, okay. So now we've got our ribbon. So I'm going to pinch this closed. You do not want to, when you're doing it, you don't want to tug on the ribbon and then pull on the holes. What you want to do is pinch it so you've got gap with the ribbon and then cinch it down. Does that make sense? So just FYI, we don't want any extra tugs on those holes, okay? On those punched out holes. All right. So there's our bow, okay? Take it or leave it. That's what I have for tonight. Some nights are prettier than others, but I think we did okay. And remember too, you're going to do and undo this ribbon. So you want to trim it a tiny bit long. So if it frays later, you still have room to trim it. And I'm just going to work with it laying down, evidently. Okay, so there's that part. That's the hardest part, you guys. Really. Okay, so now I'm going to grab my rectangular postage punch. And I'm going to punch out a piece of white. If you want to write on this before you glue it on, you're more than welcome to, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm living on the wild side tonight. Woohoo! So there's that. And then the other side, I'm just gonna punch a couple hearts. So I've got my country bouquet. Yes, it's out, of course. So if you need a couple, let me know. I'm happy to mail them to you. Do whatever we need to do to get by sometimes, huh? So, and then the backside one, the littler one, we're going to do in stripe. Okay. All right. So that's, where's my heart? There's my heart. I'm like, what don't I throw away? Hold on. So here we go. Now you can do these with dimensionals. You can do them with glue dots. I think before I had done them with dimension or with glue dots rather, but I'm like, this time we're gonna do them with dimensionals, make them stand out a little. Just that simple. Ooh, that's a big one. That's okay though. I had the border of my mini that just finished. So it's okay. We'll get it done. So here's my heart. Here's my heart. In case, you know. And then we got to look for our rhinestones. They should be on top. In theory. Okay. And then we're going to grab 3. So I'm going to do a larger one up there. And then I've got smaller ones down here. Now, you want odd number for the eye to have symmetry. And then you want to basically create, what you're looking to create is a triangle kind of thing. Just more pleasing to the eye. So here's my little triangle. I don't like how my thing's bunched out because I pushed down, but hey, know that next time, right? So there we go. There's our candy holder. What do y'all think? My bow's a little wonky. It's okay though. So that's what I have for you guys tonight. Follow me, stampingwithjohnny.com. And the full tutorial will be up at 9:30 in the morning. If you prefer to have the DIY kit, that's already up and ready to go. Stampingwithjohnny.com. You can either go to order and go to the DIY kits and then link over, or you can just go straight to shop. By the way, the $6.95 shipping is for the entire cart, not per item. So if you see a retired set or something else that you want, feel free to grab it because you're not paying any more for shipping. Just FYI. So, all right, so that's what I have for you tonight. Thanks for joining me. And if you order the DIY kit and you were on the live tonight, you will get a bonus of a pack of dimensionals absolutely for free. So, thanks so much. You have until Sunday night to order. Thank you. Bye-bye.